Today I'm going to show you and my son how to easily replicate this moulding using rubber. We'll be back in a second. Welcome back to Get Plastered with Andy. So today my son is going to pour these moulds. This is a corbel, or you can call it a bracket, and people have them underneath arches, or if you make it in a different material which we use as well, cement, you can have them for underneath windowsills outside. So a client had two of these on an arch. They are I'm making another arch for them, and they need another two. They don't know where it came from. They've looked online, they can't find another one. So I took one from their house, and we're gonna pour it to replicate it. So basically what I've done here, all I've done is stuck it down with a bit of plaster, because it's plaster of Paris. I just stuck it down with a bit of plaster of Paris. I've put some pieces of drywall around the edge, and that's to keep the rubber in there. Now what I've also done when I put these on, I've splayed these at an angle, and that at an angle. And you will see later on why in the video when we do the next stage. So what we're going to be using is rubber. You can get this off Amazon, yeah? There's lots of different types of rubber. This is a 2-part, so it's got a small little bottle there, which we're going to mix into this, which activates it, okay? There's also other products like this, which is 2-part rubber as well, okay? Which is same size bottles, and so you do equal amounts and you stir it, pour it in. So we're going to start mixing these two parts. So tip it in slowly, try not to get that everywhere, perfect. And then really give it a good mix up. You're making a cake. Tip it all in. We're going to really give that a good mix. Watch your eyes. Let me have a little touch of our buds for a second. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh yeah, this was my wife's. Oh well, doesn't matter. We can go like this.
You just borrowed it.
She's not going to be using it again. Mum doesn't know I've stolen this from the kitchen drawer. Right, Declan, you carry on doing that. Right.
Oh God.
Right, give it a good mix up, son. Hold on to that. Don't let it break anymore. I'm sure she won't notice. I'm always stealing Mum's bowls and utensils.
Cups.
And her drill bits.
How's that looking?
It's not looking too bad, bud. So let me hold that up for you.
Okay.
I want you to use that one.
Yep.
Just scrape it all around the edges and all around the bottom.
Okay.
And right on the there we go. Keep mixing it up again. Give it a really good mix, really good mix. And bring that whisk with it and start pouring it in. You want it to get all down the bottom. You might have to open up the other one as well. Let's see. Let's give it a little whisk like that as you're doing it. Now you can see there's lots of bits in it. That's because the whisk broke, but that doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Right, yeah, so keep pouring it in. We want to cover the mould. This is a really thick old rubber, this stuff. Alright, perfect. And just spread that out like that. And then what we're going to do, might cut that off there like that. That's it. See this here? A bit more here, please, son, and a little bit more here. This is just to make sure it gets right in there, yeah? Okay? And to release any air bubbles. Don't want to bash it too hard, though. Don't want the mould falling apart. As you can see, Declan has poured in the rubber. So we have to let this set overnight, okay? So tomorrow, what it's called De-mould. Yeah, so I take these off and I'm going to put a case on it which holds the rubber in shape. So you're going to see that very soon. Right, welcome back. So as you can see, the rubber is set, and I've taken off the pieces of drywall what was around it earlier. And if you remember, I splayed it, yeah? I put them at an angle, yeah, if you remember in the first part. So the reason I've done that is now I'm going to make a plaster case, and a plaster case is to hold it, yeah, in place when you're casting. Okay. So what I'm going to do first, get a little bit of lard. You know what I mean? There we go. Like that stuff on there. And a little gauge going. And we're going to make the case. Gauge up some nice bit of plaster. Plaster of Paris, yes. Give it a good old mix up. Yeah, let's get on the case. Just gonna hunt it pop. So spread a little bit of plaster on here. Now this is a case, so it doesn't matter if a bit of burlap shows through in a second. And you see it's going all like that, it's got lots of lard on it, so it helps with these. It's a little bit like that. Now I get one of these. Burlap. It's like milking a cow. There we go. Put it on there like this. Push it right in. Yeah. That gets in right in there like that. Just like that. Okay. You know a bit about that. Just one piece this time. Okay, just pushed right in there. And I'm going to make a rope all the way round. Now this one I want like this. This is for the rope, and this is for the lathes to sit on. The lathes are just for extra strength. Go like that. Yeah. We'll get on some glass with these. Push it there like that. Put it like that. Now I'm going to just use this one as well. At the top. Yeah. Boom. I'm just going to fold that in like this. Doesn't have to be pretty. Just has to be strong. Push it in there like that. There. Rope. Oh, this lard here. Oh, let's get a bit more plaster on it. There we go. I'll put that one down there like that. There's another bit of canvas going over in a second. I just want to get these ropes on here. Boom. Like that. Put these ones on here. Like that. Boom. And now a little bit of burlap over the top. There we go. Push right in there. I'll get rid of any air holes inside there, yeah? But it doesn't matter too much, as I say. So I'm going to give it a little strike off around the edge. You can make the cases look really nice and pretty as well if you want to. I know some people don't like to see the mess. But, you know, at the end of the day, once you're solid, you're good. Right, now, like that. I want the bottom flat, so when I'm casting, it just sits and doesn't rock around, okay? So to get the bottom flat, because when we flip it over, this is going to be the bottom of the case, which holds the rubber. Alrighty. Just go like that. Then find like just something flat. You know, you can use all sorts of stuff. And then I've got this here, just an old hook. I'll put a bit of lard on it so it releases in a second. And literally just go like that. Bob. Squish it, move it around like that. That's good there. Now just move any excess away what we don't need there. Right, so we just let that set up. Right, so she should be set up. Let's have a little look. Let's take this off. Perfect. So I've got a flat bottom here. Pull this out. Ooh. Down off the back. Flip it over. There we go. There's that mould. Right, there's the case. So this is what's going to hold the rubber. This is the rubber. That's the one I took from the job. This fits in here. The other way round. There we go. There we've got a case. Okay. Now we can get on the case. This is the rubber mould. You see all them little black dots? Do you remember when I was mixing with the mixer and the handle come off? That's just rust. Well, it's just inside the mould, so it's not on the outside. It's just inside. So why don't we make one? So I'm going to get a load of lard on this. I'm only getting a couple of casts out of this. I will shellac this up eventually, but let's just grease it up for now. Oh, some grease. Lard. Lovely stuff. There we go. Perfect. Make sure there's no bits in there. So the rubber sits nicely, yeah? Put the rubber back in there. Put it in there, boom, like that. Right, let's get a little mix going. Right, while that's soaking, I'm going to get a bit more lard here. So I'm going to pull it in this groove here, yeah? Just to stop any plaster getting in there. Like that. Doesn't have to be smooth, it just has to be lots on there. There we go. Oh, I need to buy some more lard. I'll have to be raiding the wife's fridge later. Mix this stuff up. You want it nice and creamy. Just got to work it right in there, into all the grooves, yeah. So you can see this end is open. The reason is because that's the top of the corbel or bracket, as you may want to call it, and so this acts as a strike off. Thicken up a little bit more here. Just use my hand as a, just splash it like that, yeah. Put it in there. I'm going to do this piece I had earlier. Just going to put a little bit of grease on this, just to stop the stuff falling back there. There we go. I'll take that off again in a second. Just want to go like this in here. little bit. I've got some little bits of burlap here because on this mould there's a deep void there, so I'm just going to put a little bit of strings in there first before putting the other burlap in. There we go. Flick it up. So I'm doing that, it just helps give it the bubbles as well. And I'm trying to send it off, yeah, because it's such a small mould. It's, when you're doing a bigger mould, it goes off quick, yeah. When you're doing a small mould, just give it a little spur, just send it off a bit more. The more you play with plaster of Paris, the quicker it goes off. Some more little bits in there. A little bit of burlap may come through the face, but that doesn't matter because maybe I'll get that in there because it's going to get painted anyway. That should do it. And I'll just put one in there. Perfect. Right. Strike off. Just let that set up a little bit and then I'll give it another little strike off. And then once it's dry, we'll pop it out of the mould and you'll see how we replicated it. Right, so this is set up. Let's have a look at this beast, eh? So if you guys want to know why I'm making YouTube videos, yeah, please click on the link above, yeah. It explains why I'm doing this. Alright, this is the case, what we made earlier. Look at that beautiful beast. Over here. So, you can see there's the original, what we made. And there's the one we're done to replicate. Simple as that. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this and get plastered.